The next thing that I want to show you, if you guys will let me, is not actually a magic trick. It uses sleight of hand. It's sort of a scam or a con game. Does anybody know the 3-shell game?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to play the 3-shell game. But it's not illegal because we're not playing for money. Okay, just had to make sure they got that out there. Did you say yet? Yeah, no, after the show, see me at my car. We'll open the trunk of my car. We'll play for money then. But no, after this, you guys probably won't want to play me for money. Yeah, this is the 3-shell game. It's sort of like 3-card Monty or Find the Lady. It was originally played with a pea and walnut shells. And you'll see that these, oh, I've got 2 peas. We'll put that one in there. People will accuse me of using an extra pea. I just want to point out there's only 1 pea and 3 shells. People can take a look at it if you want. These are not magnetic. There are no hidden compartments, no trapdoors, nothing like that. I see only one person wanted to take advantage of my generosity. But of course they're normal. If they weren't regular shells, I wouldn't let you look at them. That's how you know if a magician is using a trick, anything. It's like, oh no, you can look at it for sure. It's regular. Yeah, but obviously these are not walnut shells. This game has been very good to me. I was able to get my nuts cast in gold. They ring better, or so they tell me. The 3-shell game is very simple, kind of like 3-card Monty. You just have to keep your eyes on. You just have to keep your eyes on the shell that the pea is under. You know where the pea is. You know where the pea isn't. I'm so sorry. What was your name again? Matt. I was going to say Rex. That was wrong. Matt, you know where the pea isn't? You know where the pea is.
I got it.
You got it?
Yeah.
Now, I'm about to ask you where the pea is, and you're going to feel like you don't know. It's not a trick question. Don't worry. Where is the pea?
It's in the middle.
It's in the middle. Absolutely. I'm going to have to move these shells around if I'm going to get you, Matt. You know where the pea isn't? You know where the pea is? You know where the pea isn't. Oh, the speed, the blinding speed. I myself get confused. Now, Matt, don't worry. They always let you in on the first try, but where's the pea? Right here? No, the first try was when I asked you, and they hadn't moved yet. No, Matt, I would have gone right here. Where's the pea, Matt?
In the middle.
In the middle, exactly. It's in the middle. So we learned 2 things there. The first thing we learned is that Braden knows where the pea is. The second thing we learned is that you can trust Braden, Matt.
Don't trust Braden.
No, I just told you where the pea was. We can trust me. All right, we'll play this again. I'll give you another chance, Matt. Don't worry. You know where the pea is not? You know where the pea is. Oh, the speed, the blinding speed. I myself get confused. Matt, where's the pea?
It's on your left.
On my left?
It's in the middle again?
It's in the middle again.
Again?
Oh no, Matt, now you learned something else. Not that you can't trust Braden, just that you have to know when to trust Braden. But it's okay. It's okay though, Matt. If we had gone with your original choice, it's okay. You still would have been wrong.
Wow.
Yeah, I know the P is right over here on the right. That's the one that gets people, but I feel a little bad. I haven't been completely honest with all of you. I said that you have to keep your eye on the shell that the P is under. That's really not fair when the P doesn't stay under the same shell it starts under. I'm sure you guys have guessed that by now, but what's actually happening here, I'll show you. If I cover up the P, you know where the P isn't, you know where the P is. I kick the P over with the shell just like that. It gets little legs, it walks right over there, and now it goes under this one. That was at half speed. I'll do it again. Once at half speed, once at full speed. We'll play the game. You know where the P is? It's a little tricky. It starts on this side this time. You know where the P is? You know where the P isn't. Once at half speed, once at full speed. Oh, the speed, the blinding speed. I myself get confused. It's not here. It's not here. Yeah, I know. It's right here on this side. That's the one. That's the one that gets people's money if you're playing on the streets. They don't know what to expect after you explain the game to them. And then, whew. Now, there are Egyptian hieroglyphics. This is true. They are hieroglyphics etched in the side of the pyramids. There's a couple magic tricks. There is somebody holding a magic wand. There's somebody doing something called the cups and balls magic trick. And then there is the shell game, which is, again, is not really a magic trick. It's more of a scam. But we do know that it dates all the way back to the ancient Egyptians. Before that, we don't know. But we do know it existed all the way back then. But what that means is, since we don't know where it came from, I get to say whatever I want. This game was invented by a man named Throg. He was a Neanderthal back in the day, you know. He was playing down by the river, found a little white river pebble. It was his favorite toy. He would roll it back and forth. He was more of a gatherer than a hunter, you know, as some people are. But he went and he was gathering all the things to eat, and he found this little river pebble. But they didn't play the game with coconut, or with, they did not play the game with walnut shells, no, because Throg, he found a coconut shell. And he was playing with his river pebble, he was playing with his coconut shell, and almost by accident, he put the coconut shell over the little river pebble. Throg was distraught. He didn't know where his river pebble was. See, they hadn't invented object permanence back then. He was looking all over for it, all over for his little river pebble, almost by accident. He picked up that coconut shell and found his little river pebble. Throg had just invented the one shell game. He took it back to his campsite, and he showed all of his Neanderthal friends. They spent hours betting on this game, betting on if the pea would still be there when they lifted the coconut shell up. It's still there. That's good. But Throg, he invented the one shell game. His buddies had the bright idea to actually take a couple more shells and play the three shell game. And they would move these shells around over here. They would move the shells around over here. They'd move the shells around. But the thing is, they would never bet on that shell, because these two shells, these are the shells that are moving. It doesn't really make sense to us, but logic hadn't been invented by the Greeks yet. So they would always bet on one of these two shells because these were the ones that were moving. But back then, before logic had been invented, that would have made some sort of sense, because the shell was never under that one. The shell was under this one back here. Thank you. Yeah, you have to be good at this game. If you mess up a magic trick, people go, "Oh!" If you mess up this, you get shot. So if you'll help me out, just since you're on the side for me, we're gonna do a version of this game that they don't do on the streets. They don't do this. This would be crazy. I'm gonna take the pea. I want you to point to one of the shells. My right, the middle, or my left.
You're right.
My right, we'll put that over there just like that. And we'll take the shot glass and we'll put it right on top. And here, actually, why don't you check? You can see the pea right there. Take the shot glass, just put it on the shelf for me. I don't even want to touch it again. Awesome. And then you're going to come over with your finger, okay? You're going to come over with your finger. That's your thumb. You're going to hold it with your finger, just like that. And then I want you to, I'm going to slide these towards you. Just take one of those and I'll take the other one. So turn it over and put your other finger on top of it. And so I'll take this one and I will have my finger on top of it right here. So you've got your fingers on top of that one. I've got my finger on top of this one. This is 2-to-1 odds. This is when people grab their wallets. They say, "Braden, I've got you now." They say really stupid things like, "Braden, I've got you now." Because you are an intelligent person. You know that as soon as money hits the table, you know exactly where the pea's going to be, don't you? You know it's going to be right under here. And like I said in the beginning, some people accuse me of using multiple peas or anything. Go ahead, check under both those shells. Under the shot glass, under the shell, nothing there. I present you the 3-shell game. Thank you so much.
That's great.